Okay, so let's get started. Today we're going to be using the Pigments Sexy and Heartbroken. I'm also going to throw in some Scandalous Blusher, and then from our Addiction Palette 1, in our crease we're going to be using Zealous, and then on the lid area we're going to be using Brassy, which is that shimmery gold color. So here we go. I'm going to take my trusty old brush here, and I've already got some Sexy pigment on here, and what I did is I sprayed a little bit of rose water, and you can see that's not coming out. I made a paste, and I don't know, I think you guys can see that okay. I made a paste, and so that's what I'm going to apply to my brow area. So let's go ahead and start with that. And then other side. And you guys know I always come in right here on the inner corner of my eyes just to give a nice highlight there. Okay, just a little bit. I'm going to blend it in. I'm going to try to blend things really good today. I get in a hurry when I'm doing videos and I don't always blend well. So let's try. Okay, now we're going to do Heartbroken. I'm going to try not to spill this. This is the Heartbroken pigment. It is super duper pretty. You can do this one of two ways. You can either spray some rose water in there and apply it more damp or wet, which is going to make the color really, really pop, or you can apply it dry, which is what I'm going to do today. I do it both ways, but I want you to see the color still pops really nicely if you do it dry, but it can be pretty intense if you do it wet. So if you're going out for a night out or something, you probably want to make it do a paste and do it wet, because it's a showstopper. It really, really is. All right, so I've got some on my brush here. This is my Deluxe brush by Younique, and we're going to go ahead. I'm going to put this on my entire lid area. Let's sit back. I'm using a different method today. So I'm trying to look and make sure that you guys can also see what I'm doing really good. Okay. And I'm coming up onto my brow bone area here. And I told you guys in my last video, if you have hooded eyes, or if you just have an issue of looking at someone straight on and they can't see your color really good, come up higher on your brow bone area, and that will take care of that problem. A lot of people just stick within their crease and then on their lid area, and they don't venture up into this area up here. But that really makes a difference when you're looking at somebody head on and they can see your pretty colors. Plus, that just sort of gives you a three-dimensional look as well when you're using multiple colors like we are today. Okay, so, and we're going to blend that, don't worry. Let's go here on the other side. Look how shimmery that is. This color is the one color that everybody is so afraid of. I have some good friends that order this color. Missy and Angela, you guys love this color. They both have blue eyes, and I'm just going to tell you right now, if you have blue or green eyes, this color is amazing on light colored eyes. It just really, really, really makes them pop big time, like big, big, big time. You can already see how my blue eyes are popping there. It is a must. If you have light eyes, you have to have this color. Have to. Now, the more I blend, the more I am blending the shimmer away a little bit. So keep that in mind. If you're doing it dry, you're gonna, that's something to think about. If you really want that shimmer to continue to show, you will probably want to apply it wet. And we may even go back in a second, I don't know, we'll see, and get it a little bit damp for our crease area. All right, so I am now gonna use Scandalous Blusher, which is a red blush. This is my little original that I got when I first joined over a year and a half ago, but you can see the color there. That looks really scary, but it's really, really pretty. So I'm going to take my crease brush by Younique, and we're going to apply that in the crease area. Tap off the excess there. Okay, come on up into the crease area. Now, if you do not have Scandalous Blusher, you can use Provoked, would work really nicely. The other thing you can do, a little trick, is to apply your Heartbroken dry like I just did, and then for your crease area you can get your brush wet and apply it wet in the crease area because the color is more intense that way. So you can do that with any color combination. Now you can see what I'm doing. Let me come in close. I always do my little C, and I'm just coming about halfway up my eyeball area, right there. That's where I'm stopping, and I'm just going back and forth, and all I'm doing is deepening that color in my crease. Let me, hang on. I just realized I didn't get Heartbroken on right here really good, and I know I'm going to put Brassy there in a second, but that's driving me crazy. Okay. So let me come back on this side for the crease area with Scandalous, our blusher. So back and forth, and I'm blending good. Okay. You guys can see that okay? All right. Now, while I have this out, I'm going to go ahead and go underneath my eye area there. And so I don't get it in my eyeball, I am going to use my rose water, and I'm going to spritz my brush just to get it damp, and I've already got the color on here. I'm not going to get more, I don't think, and I'm going to look up, whoop, make sure you guys can see, and I'm really, really lightly putting that on my lower lash line. Really, really light. When you get your brush wet like that, it's going to go on really good, and it's not going to go anywhere. And there, like I said, there's no need to have to get more. Okay, so I know I look a little scary right now. We're going to fix this. So I'm going to come in, we're going to take our Addiction Palette 1, and I'm going to come into the crease area. We're going to use, Zealous, which is this color here. And I'm going to use my crease brush, the same crease brush that I just used with the Scandalous on it. I'm just going to wipe it off. And I'm just getting a little bit. And I know that my brush is a little bit wet from the rose water, which is exactly what I want. So I'm going to come in and very, very lightly, you guys can see. I'm going to try to turn where you can see what I'm doing. And I'm going to blend in Zealous. All I'm doing is just putting a little bit of darkness in those, in the crease area, just to give it a smokier look and to break the colors up a little bit. And I am going to blend this really well, because I don't even really want you to be able to tell what color I'm wearing. I just want you to see some dimension there. You can see. Just tapping the end. I'm going to come in on the other side. Back and forth, back and forth. Okay, let's sit back. I'm trying to look in my mirror too, and it's way down low. Trying to look and see if they're even. Okay, hopefully that is. And I might add a little bit more in a second, I'll see. Okay, so now, fun part is we're gonna take Brassy, which is this color right here. It's a gold shimmer. And I am going to take, I'm actually just going to use my deluxe brush that I used a second ago. No, I take that back. I'm going to use the end of my liner shader brush because it's a smaller end, and you can control it better when you're applying something to your lid. So make sure that's wiped off. And I am just going to put this up here where you guys can see. Brassy, I'm just going to tap my brush in there. Now, I am going to see in a second, I may spritz my brush with rose water because it's really going to make that Brassy pop. All I'm doing is patting the middle of my lid area with this color. You want that color, some pretty light shimmer there. It really makes your eyes open. You look more alert. And it just makes those other colors pop. Plus it breaks those colors up. Just very lightly patting it. That's all I'm doing. Nothing to it. You could even do this with your finger. Let me come in close. I'm hoping you guys can see that all right. I think I will spritz just a little bit of rose water. I want my, oop, you didn't see. I did spritz it. I just want a little bit of don't know, a little more dramatic of this color. So you can see just a little spritz, and that made a big difference in the color there. Look how that pops now. The palettes are incredible. If you guys have used any of the Naked palettes by Urban Decay, I have used them one time and the colors are absolutely gorgeous, but I will have to say hands down, and not because I'm biased to these, but the Addiction palettes are hands down better. And it's because they wear all day long. The Urban Decay did not. I put it on early one morning and by about 2 o'clock that afternoon, it was gone. Not completely gone, but the color had faded very noticeably. So I was disappointed, but I was also very happy because I knew that our palettes would really stand up to that. So, okay, let me close my eyes and we're gonna come back in and blend all that in. So that's really pretty, right? Okay. Let me take, I'm going to get a, I have brushes everywhere. I was going to get a clean brush. Let me, I'm going to wipe off my deluxe brush here. Really, 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 really good. I'm like really wiping it off. Hopefully that's clean. And I'm going to come back in and I'm going to blend any harsh lines out. With a color this intense, you just don't want anything to look harsh at all because it's statement. You've got statement eyes with this color. See? Go into the other side. And I'm probably going to come back in with some more Sexy and apply it to the top because I have rubbed some of that off. Making sure to get that good and blended there. What do you think? Very pretty. Let me get Sexy. Some of y'all have messaged me and you like when I say sexy, so I'm gonna say sexy just for you with my southern accent. All right, and on this side. Okay, last thing is eyeliner and mascara. So I'm going to use Perfect Eyeliner, which is our black. You guys know usually I apply my eyeliner on the top and I wing it out, but this time I'm going to only apply to my waterline, which is something I haven't done since like junior high. But with this look, it's really gorgeous. It defines the shape of your eye and it just really makes the colors pop big time, and you're gonna see when I put this on. So here we go. Just going to really lightly put that on the inside of my waterline. And other side. Okay, I am gonna tightline just a little bit. Tightlining is where you put your liner on the upper waterline and it makes your lashes fuller, which my lashes need all the help they can get, which is why I love our mascara so much. So I am going to do that, but I'm not going to wing it out or anything. Sorry, I just spilled makeup on me. You guys know how clumsy I am. I always spill makeup on me every time I do a video. Let me wipe it off. Okay, so I'm coming underneath and I am just pushing my liner into my upper lashes. Okay, doing that on the other side now. And I'll barely put that on the upper part. I'm really just trying to keep my pencil right there on my upper lash line. I really don't want to define the line on top at all. Okay. All right, now mascara time. Okay, new mascara, 2 tubes. You guys have seen it. We've got windows now. You can see when you're running low. I am going to use my eyelash curler. So let me just quickly curl for just a second. Okay, transplanting gel. get my hair out of the way because I always get mascara in my hair. You guys know you do it too. All right. Let me see if I can do this where you guys can see. I'm coming in. Now, by the way, I already had one teeny tiny little coat of this before I got started. You do not have to do a base coat, and I typically don't, but I only did that because I look super scary without any mascara on, and I cannot stand the thought of going on and doing a video without anything on my lashes, so that's why I did that. Okay, so I'm just lightly, do not go crazy, lightly put a layer there. Now I'm getting my fibers. Little trick, when you get your fibers out so they don't fall all over or fly across the room, take your fingers and squeeze your wand and just kind of roll it around. Get the fibers good and tight on your wand so they aren't all over the place and they're not getting clumpy on your lashes, okay? Come in, very thin coat with your fibers. Make sure you get all of your lashes. You can go on top if you want to. If you had put the transplanting gel on top, you can do the same thing with your fibers. I do sometimes I don't. Just depends on my mood. Okay. I usually will let that sit for about 10 or 15 seconds to adhere to my lashes. But for time's sake, we're going to go ahead and seal again with your gel. You guys know how important this step is. You've seen these videos long enough. You know it's gel, fibers, gel. And you gotta seal them in with the gel. If you don't, you're gonna pay. Well, you won't. You'll just look funny. I'm making sure to seal all of those in really good. Okay, do we see a difference? Yes, we do. Do we love it? Yes, we do. We love it so much. That's why we wear it every single stinking day. And I have for over 1.5 years. So if you haven't got the new formula yet, you gotta get it. Okay, I'm gonna do my other eye and I'll be back in just a second to show you guys the finished look. Okay guys, here is the finished look. So I'm gonna come in close. Let me try to shut my eyes and you guys can really see those colors good. Very pretty, right? This look is different. It's perfect for fall. It's perfect for any time of year, but it's really pretty for fall. And it is really, like I said earlier, it's a showstopper look. If I saw this look on somebody, I would be like, oh my goodness, what are you wearing? Because it's just so pretty. So I'm going to show you guys one more quick thing. I've got my Curious pigment here, and I'm going to take my finger and just kind of dab it in Curious. And right here on my cheekbone, I'm going to rub some in. I do this sometimes just to give a little bit of an extra highlight. And I don't know if that's going to capture on my little old iPhone or not, but it just gives a little more dimension. We like dimension everywhere we can get it, right? Okay, we are finished. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, please make sure that you like and subscribe. I will list the colors and my website in the link below, or if you have your own presenter, please contact her to purchase your products. Have a wonderful, blessed day.